Am I starting?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. I'm creating a big online course, and
Hmm.
I got the because I have seen very bad practices in my field before, like people copying my teacher's information and video and sell it out over there and practicing without being certified and all sorts of things. I thought about creating an agreement of ethics and non-competition, like when you are about to pay, when you check the box, the agree the terms and conditions. But the block is this automatic block, and yes, there is a terms of conditions, but I think it's the terms of conditions of sender, not a terms of or conditions that I myself creating for the person to read them and make sure they have agreed with the terms and conditions I give for them to take the course. You know what I mean? So
You can
is
always change those. You can always change those.
yes, but I will like I would like them to read them or go through them and make sure that they are accepting that.
Yeah, absolutely. What I meant to say was where Zenler has mentioned the terms and conditions for Zenler, you can edit that page. You can put your terms and conditions, and that whenever that person goes through that particular, step of clicking on terms and conditions, they can click on it.
Oh, how do I do that?
You just have to go to the pages and then edit the page, the terms and condition page, a normal page on how you edit it.
I fixed it. I'm here now. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Hi,
I
I'll
will
take your
check
question
it.
next.
I will check it out and I will get back to you. Thank you.
Sure. Okay. Okay. Hi, Asha. Tell me, how can I help you?
Hey, yes, please. So I'm very, very, very brand new. I've been with Kajabi for a bunch of years. Not so happy with the anti-user friendly platform. I've been with them since 2007, so I'm a founding member, but it never really got better. So someone recommended you guys, and I set up my account yesterday. But because I wasn't sure, so when you first set up a free account, what it was showing on my side, it was asking for me to put in website. So I put in the site, but then it went to the next page and it asked for a school. It was really weird. And it asked for school. And so I put in the name of the school where I got my PhD because I didn't really know what was going on. And
Okay.
then it created a site for me using the name of my school. I don't want that at all. Now that I understand where that goes and how that becomes, I'd like to change that. How do we do that?
Okay, I'll tell you that. And first of all, I'd like to answer the question, the school name, because Zenler is a learning management system, and you would be, having some kind of a program or a learning for your students. That is why it asks for you for your school name that you would want
My
to put
school.
here.
Yeah, I thought you guys wanted to know where I graduated. I didn't.
Don't ask for any kind of certification. Anybody can become a trainer.
Okay. Okay. So I would like to change that school name. Is that
I'll show you.
doable? Okay.
Yes, of course, 100%. You can change it 10 times a day. I'll
Okay.
show you how to do that. So
Okay.
once you are in your screen, you go
Yes.
to site,
Yeah.
and here is where you can change the name. So as soon as you change the name here, it will get updated.
Okay, that sounds good. And
Yeah.
because I'm already kind of thinking that I'm going to go ahead and upgrade, I just want to tinker around a little on the free plan. Um, if I go ahead and upgrade, I already own my domain. Will I be able to do a custom domain?
Yes, absolutely. You'll be able to.
And with subdomains?
Yes, correct. You'd be able to. And you would get 3 accounts in Zenler if you go to Pro, and 10 if you go to Premium.
3 if I go to pro, and I can manage because I've been with Aweber forever too. I wouldn't need Aweber anymore.
No. Now, this depends if you do advanced email marketing or you do basic email marketing, because Zenler does automatic emails for you, marketing emails for you. It does email broadcasts, it does newsletters for you as well. But if you'd like to send emails on the basis of the action of the user, for example, if the user has opened the email and clicked on the email, then send another email. If you'd like to do something of that sort, that is not possible because Zenler is a learning management system first, and it's not an email marketing tool. It's a medium to send the emails.
Understood. That was very helpful. So a back-end nurturing sequence is not something to depend on Zenler for. Is that correct?
Sorry, can you ask your question again?
Yes, ma'am. So a back-end nurturing sequence. So say, for example, I've driven traffic to a squeeze page where they get a lead magnet, and then they're on my list now, right? So now I want to nurture them. I want to nurture them with
That
either,
you can do on Zenler. So, for
oh, I can't.
example, what you
Okay.
just mentioned is marketing funnel. You can
Yes.
create a marketing funnel and you can have your lead magnet in here, and then you can send them a nurturing sequence as well. If I open this, you will have an automation tab here. In the automation tab, you can send them as many emails as possible. What I'm
Ah,
saying is, you cannot send advanced emails. Let's say, for example, you want that email number one, if Manmeet opens and clicks the link in the email, only then she should receive the second one. Otherwise, don't send the second one to her. That right now is not possible.
understood. Yeah, that's a pretty sophisticated thing anyway. I wouldn't expect you guys to be getting into the weeds of that. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah, and I appreciate that you're not trying to be everything, because what that tells me is you'll be good at what you are doing.
right.
Yeah, thank you. That was my biggest question because I got to get in there and tinker around. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. These sessions happen every Thursday, 4 p.m. to approximately 6 p.m. UK time. And this is live support desk of Zenler, and I'm always there. A few times you'll see the other members of the education team, but mostly on this session, you'll have me to help you out.
How do I pronounce your name? Is it Manmeet?
Yes, correct. That's Manmeet.
Okay. Okay. And you say my name perfectly, so
Thank
don't
you so much.
stop that.
I'm glad, I feel that first names are the most important because that's the most close to someone's heart. So if you pronounce it correct, or rather, if you know that you're not going correct, you just take the permission. I hope I'm saying your name correct. So that's
Right,
what
right. No,
I.
you got it perfect. You say it better than I do, actually.
Oh no. Now you're trying to displease me.
No, no, you really do. I say Asha, but you have a tad bit of an accent on it that I like better than the American accent. So maybe it's
Okay.
just personal preference. Maybe that's it. Yeah.
Right, right. Thank you so much for being here. Anna, since you're new to Zenla, I would recommend book a free one-to-one onboarding with one of our product education team members. They'll take you around the entire tool if you haven't done that already.
I've not done that either, but you would suggest I wait and just kind of tinker around a bit first?
I would suggest that you can book a team, you can book a call with the team so that they give you a head start on what is what. And if you have any more questions, I'm always there to answer your questions.
So, Manmeet, I got to tell you, one of my biggest things as to why I got lost with Kajabi, I so appreciate the support that you're giving, because Kajabi kind of became more and more hands off as time went on. At one point, I was making a lot of money with one of their programs called Megaphone, but they
Yeah.
stopped using that user friendly, intuitive platform, and it became robust and clunky, and nobody's there to help, and the bot's not quite getting it. And I honestly believe, and I'm not even exaggerating, I think I've left millions on the table because I don't have the tech skills and I didn't have the support.
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear
Yeah.
you. So I was
Right.
trying to let somebody else say something because, I'm just so
Hi
happy to have a
everyone.
There she is. Okay.
Every platform has sort of a learning curve, I believe. And at the same time, with the one thing, I would not like to say that, okay, this is what we have, that is what they don't have, because everyone who's built out something has built a great product. The only thing I would say is that one thing that we try to focus on is we know that we are working with entrepreneurs and people who are not tech first entrepreneurs, they are knowledge first entrepreneurs. So we try to make it as easy as possible, and wherever required, we are here to support you, because sometimes things will get technical. I would not say that you would never get a chance where you would not have a tech question or a, tech scratching your head with Zenler as well. You will have that. Maybe 3 months down the line, you're coming here on this call and asking me, oh my God, I can't figure out this tech. But then I can be there with you to support you and figure out the right way to solve it, because sometimes tech gets in the way, but we try to make it as easy as possible for you, because we know it is knowledge first entrepreneurs and not tech first. So that's how we can support you.
What I love about this.
Thank you, Bryn. And I'll mention the link of the free demo session, Esha, on the group. Whenever you get a chance, you can book a spot with one of our experts and speak to them.
Okay, Memi, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Yes, FR. Bryn, I'll take his question first, then I'll come to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Manmeet, and everybody. Thank you very much for this session. So I have probably 2-3 questions. The first thing is the same thing what Asha was mentioning. When I customize the URL, I can still see that zenler.com will be there
Correct.
for always, or can I get that also like moved? I mean, if I wanted to
Of course,
go.
when you set up a custom domain, that will definitely not be a part of the system. What you need to do is, once your custom domain is set, you come back to where the custom domain was set, and there is a button which says click here to confirm. Once your DNS is set, once your DNS is set, you will come back to the custom domain space, and there is a small toggle button which will say set this as primary. When you set it as primary, all your pages will automatically change to your custom domain, and the new Zenler will be removed from it.
If you don't mind, can you show me that on the screen?
Let me try, because for that the DNS has to be set. So if the DNS is not set on the screen, I'll try. 1 second.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Or I'll try it on one of my other sites if possible.
Or if I share my screen or whatever the best thing.
Send me a screenshot if possible. We do not, recommend screen sharing, because this is live streamed on the Facebook group for the other members. So for the GDPR, yeah.
Better you show there. I mean, I don't know which screenshot you need basically,
I need the screenshot of the space where it says custom domain, where you have put your domain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the customer domain, yeah.
Correct.
So,
Just send me a screenshot of that section.
in the chat box. Okay.
Yes, you can send that on the chat box.
Okay. All right. So you can probably see that now in the chat box.
1 second. One second, I'll check. Okay, so I think has the DNS record be set?
I mean, I don't know what exactly you're saying, this DNS, but FR the profitgenerator.com is my, the preferred custom domain, which I updated, and they said 48 hours to wait. Maybe that is waiting for.
Yes, but before that, if you see on the bottom, it says set up the DNS CNM record, follow the instructions. So you need to set this up in your, wherever your domain is. You just need to add the CNM record so that your server could point the domain towards Zenler. Once you have set the DNS records, just come here and click here to confirm. Once this is done, there will be one more step to toggle a button which will say make this domain primary, and then your new Zenler from your domain will be removed.
Okay, no problem. I'll get my IT's help on that. There's something little
Sure.
bit of technical. I'll do that. And my second
Yeah.
question,
When you
yes.
click here, there's a full document. It will be very easy. If someone who knows the job is doing it, it will be pretty easy.
No problem. So
Yeah.
my second question is about the drip. You know, I
Okay.
have included the course, different sections, and I am able to actually switch on the drip. Like after 1 week of the enrollment, students will get that. There are two questions. One is even after I did that, after 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, but it is not actually happening like that. My student is already getting everything all together. It is not
Okay, can you
reflecting
repeat
that.
the question? Sorry.
I mean, there is a drip
Putting the
option.
content of the lesson, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
there is a drip option. Even if I am
Yes.
giving a condition like each section has to go after 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, this condition I have set already. But my student is getting everything together. They can see even the future content also they can see now. So
Okay.
why is that?
Okay. Can you send me a screenshot of your drip section?
Yeah, I'll do
Just
that.
send me, I'll take a look and I'll guide you.
Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, you can take others question, please. Yeah.
Sure, sure. Yes, Bryn, how can I help you today?
Okay. I have a couple of questions. One is, if I have a course that isn't open for enrollment right now,
Okay.
what's the best way to collect a waiting list for that? Do I go through a
Okay. The one thing is that you do not have content in that course. That is why you want to restrict the sign in, or is it that you do not want everybody to have access to it?
because
What is the purpose of opening people to sign up? Is it a pre registration that they're taking? Okay, just 1 second. Or I would want to see the back end of this. This is the front end, where you have set up the automations and where you have set up the drip. That is the section I want to see.
Okay, sure. I'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah. At the same time, are you sure that you're not taking a preview? Because if you're previewing as an admin, of course, you'll be able to see all the lessons. You need to test it as a student if you have set up the drip and the lessons are not visible.
I'm not the one who is actually testing. It is testing by the student. I already have a student who is not an admin at all.
Okay, understood. So this is a student screenshot.
Yeah, yeah.
Now give me the backend. So on the backend where it says automation and it says drip, send me a screenshot of that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. So Bryn, I wanted to understand that.
So let me actually start with a new question. So aside from my classes that I'm doing on Zenler, I have in-person workshops. And I want to put them on my website so people see what the workshops are, have a calendar because I'm going to start doing them regularly so they can see when the next ones are coming up, and have a place where they can sign up for announcements of when the next workshops are if they're interested in them. So I'm wondering if I should do that just in Pages or in a marketing funnel, because I'm going to put information about the workshop, and then the registration will be on Eventbrite because it's for in-person. So I don't think it makes sense to take registration. It's not a live class.
Yeah, I think in that case, if the registration is not happening on Zenler, then you can do it on a normal page. If the registration is happening on Zenler, then you can use the marketing funnel.
But if I want to have people sign up for a wait list for the next one.
If you want people to sign up for a wait list, in that case, there are two options. One, you can use a marketing funnel and give it a tag every time they sign up, so that you can filter the tag and then understand who are the people who signed up for your wait list. Or what you can do is that in the course, you can remove the sign up block and put a registration block there. I can send you a tutorial. David has done multiple tutorials on a sign up page.
So you're saying the second option is I do it on a page, not a course page, just a regular page.
Correct. That's the first option.
And then the sign up is through.
The first option is to do it on a marketing funnel. Everything is going to remain the same. The only change is going to be that once they sign up, you will add a tag to it. So that later on, you can filter the tag and understand that who are the people who signed up for your wait list.
Wouldn't the marketing funnel just be for that anyway? Oh, so I could just say anyone who signed up for that marketing funnel would be
Correct.
those people. Yeah.
Yes, correct.
And I can put all the information on the landing page.
Correct.
Okay. Is that the easiest way rather than doing a page?
I would say that's the easiest ways to remove friction and complexity.
Now, it'd be nice to have a page that I don't know, that has all the workshops that I do. And then maybe that's just a page and I put blocks in and I put the link to the marketing funnel for that workshop.
Okay, so would you have one marketing funnel for each of your event?
Well, that's the question. How do I organize it? Say I have 4 different workshops that I'm going to be doing.
Okay, so these 4 different workshops are happening through Zenler, or is it on Eventbrite?
Eventbrite.
Then I think you should have one page and you should have all your workshop mentioned on that one page, because technically people are registering on Eventbrite, not on your Zenler site.
Mm-hmm. And then just have them sign up for the mailing list for announcements for when the next ones are happening.
Correct. And you can also set up an automation, third-party automation between Zenler and Eventbrite, that as soon as somebody registers on Eventbrite, they get added to your Zenler account.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Like a Zapier?
Yes, like a Zapier.
Okay. And then if I want to, what is there a widget to put a calendar not for my Zenler lives, but for workshops happening elsewhere?
Correct. You can do that. You can use the HTML code and then you can put the HTML code in the page.
Is there a tutorial on how to do that? Is that like a Google Calendar or something?
It is any calendar that you use. If you're using Calendly or any other calendar that you're using, you would need their integration code and you just have to put it in the HTML block of Zenler.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gathering from this is maybe the simplest way to do it is do it in one marketing funnel, list all the workshops as if it's just a landing page for workshops, and then for each one sign up to get notified. But I can't tag them separately that way, can I? For which course they're interested in.
No.
May I make a suggestion based on something you actually shared with me? Is it pronounced Brine? Is that right?
Bryn.
Hi, Bryn.
Hi.
So my thoughts are, because I know exactly what you're saying. I also do live workshops. I'm thinking that if you are nurturing your list anyway, Manmeet mentioned that we can do newsletters. So I'm thinking you might even be able to stretch this out bigger. So there are 2 thoughts that I'm having. Go ahead and just start a newsletter. I have had an email list for 30 years and it has continued to feed me from the early, 2000s, late 90s. And so I would say stretch out into that. And the reason you would be doing that is because when they sign up for the newsletter, then you don't have to worry about who's signing up for what. You're going to always announce all your workshops all the time for everybody. And you can always segment your list separately by having them just opt in differently as you roll out each workshop. But meanwhile, everybody should always know everything, because what they thought they wanted, they may not know and may want to change their mind, and you don't want to leave any money or an ability to help somebody on the table.
So that was part of my second question, is how do I segment my list, which I haven't started on Zenler yet, to different interests, so that I'm not bombarding, everyone on my list for a women's workshop.
Which is why I asked, I totally get it, which is why I asked Manmeet, could I do subdomains? And she said yes. So at a subdomain could be a squeeze page or landing page, whatever you guys call it today, because we've been calling it squeeze page since way back in the day. But each subdomain would be, so say, for example, your website is, seeintimacy.com. And I'm just guessing, it's seeintimacy.com. That's the main one. But then you're having a particular workshop. So it's seeintimacy.com/workshop 1. And that's on that one landing page. Because I should probably ask Manmeet how many we're allowed to have subdomains. So if you got 10 workshops, you'll have 10 subdomains, 10 waiting lists, or 10 opt-in lists, all nice and even, and you'll know exactly who's signing up for what workshop. Now, it's a lot of pages, but I think at the end of the day, it'll keep you organized.
Now, a subdomain, rather than, doesn't it, if you put, won't it be on the URL if I
turn right onto Woodward
title
Avenue
for that page, if it's a regular page on my
It will be, but that's actually good news, because then they feel like you're completely focused on them and their need alone. So say it's seeintimacy.com/, and I would name it. I wouldn't call it workshop 1. That was just because I don't know the name of your workshop. But yeah, if you put the name of your workshop / love him more, or whatever it is, and they know they're signing up for that, and that exclusively, that puts them on that love them more list.
You will arrive at your destination.
So with this different subdomains, is that a whole different login?
No, it's seen as a free landing page is how I would see it. They won't know it's there unless you shared it anyway back in your community on the newsletter.
But on the back end for me, do I have to log into a different place for a subdomain?
Now that's a Manmeet question. How do we manage our subdomains? Because she did say we have them, and now I'm waiting to hear the answer on that one too. Because if we can get the answer to that, is that a separate login, or is that all in my Zenler where the main login is happening and I have access to subdomains a little differently?
Right.
If I have access to those and I can see those names and contacts and they're nice and neat behind that particular page, then that would be the answer. A second thought that I had is Score App could very well integrate Zapier with Zenler and be serving for you as a wait list. They're really, really good at wait lists as that first page. That's another option. Now, how we tie all this together, that's a tech thing.
I'm thinking the easiest would be with tags.
The easiest would be with tags. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a tag girl. It's easy if you're a tag person. I struggle with the tags. I like to segment.
Because then when I go to do an email broadcast, I do it, I can pull up that tag. I want people with that tag. I know they're interested in this. So that was my thought.
Well, Zenler gives us tags. Maybe I'll be a tag girl too by the time I'm done with Zenler and working with you guys. But I've just been emailing that list, the segmented list. So do I have 100 lists going? Yeah, but I've been at it a long time and I got a ton of lists. But I'm real clear that particular list, if I want to send them a broadcast, and I've been doing it in Aweber, but like I said, I'm really wanting to do a Zenler thing. And if Zenler's about tags, then I'll learn and get it together there.
Well, let's see what Manmeet, what do you think?
Yeah, what you talking about, Manmeet?
I wanted to know that when you say subdomain, just so that you have the right idea, what do you feel about subdomains? What do you think subdomains are?
Me?
Yeah, right.
I thought, okay, so I thought a subdomain was like, so my main website is ashatyson.com. That's my story brand website, the way you enter into my world. If I was doing, and this happened to be something real many years ago, it doesn't exist now. If I was doing a mastermind meeting with 9 people, I might create just for that program only, ashatyson.com/mastermind9. And then all things related to that, that would start with its own marketing funnel. All
Right.
things
So
related.
that is there. That subdomain is there, and those are
Okay.
marketing funnels. You can
Yes.
create anything in Zenler, marketing funnels,
Yeah.
pages,
At the right,
anything that you want to
left onto
create
West Grand
always
River
has
Avenue,
a
then turn left
after
onto West
slug.
Fisher Service Drive.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I thought you were saying.
that's
Yeah, this is
possible.
going to be
Yeah,
exciting. This is going to be exciting. But she is a tag lady, so if she can do it simpler with tags, then that would be the way to go. But I would still say stretch out and get that newsletter going. That's the fastest way to get up and moving, and just have everybody in there looking at all things at all times, and they can raise
Right,
their hand in the back end as you go
right,
along.
right. So Manmeet, what is the best way to set up for my subscribers to be able to tell me what topics they're interested in receiving?
Nice, good question.
okay. Can you ask that question once again, please?
Yeah. What's the best way for my subscribers to tell me what topics they're interested in receiving emails about?
Great question.
Send them an email about it.
I'm sorry?
Send an email to them about it and let them reply to you. That would be the best way as I think it.
Yeah, but how do I curate the lists of, okay, these are the people that are interested in women's empowerment. These are the people that are interested in Tantra. These are the people that are interested in.
You would have to have separate marketing funnels so that they can register
Exactly.
that particular
Exactly.
market.
Turn left on 3rd Avenue.
Exactly.
Then turn left onto West Fisher Service Drive.
And that sounds like a lot of work on the front end, but I'll tell you, I ran a business that way for 30 years, and that has been very successful. It's a lot of lists. It's a lot of marketing funnels, but the people are neat and clean, and they always think that I know so much about and kept up and memorized. And the truth is, I just
Okay.
had clean segmented lists.
All right. So thank you, Asha. So Manmeet. If I set up a marketing funnel for each topic, and then I tag them when they come in with that topic, then when I do a broadcast and say I have something that 2 of my topics, I can do both of those tags.
Correct.
Okay, that sounds good. And so I would just set up those funnels and say, if you're interested in this, click here. If you're interested in that, click there.
Correct.
Okay. And then I could do a page where I have the different topics and click here if you're interested in that, here if you're interested in that. And then they can go on it as many or few as they want.
Correct.
Okay. That sounds like a good plan for that. I still wonder for the workshops whether that's maybe the workshops aren't that different and I just have one for all of them. Okay. I think that's good.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, Deborah, I've been waiting for a while. How can I help you?
Yes, I have just got my website set up, and I put it on Google, the search engine, but it is now saying that there is I've not done this before, so I have no idea really what I'm doing. I can put a screenshot, if you'd like, in it saying that it's Google has got one issue detected, and it's to do with these URLs host malware or unwanted software downloads. I have no idea what I should do about that, to be honest, or how to
Just
do it.
send
I've
me a
been looking it
screenshot.
up, but I can't really make any sense of it.
Just send
Do
me
you
a
want me to?
screenshot. I'll take a look at it.
Right, okay, I'll show you it now. I'm just
Sure.
putting it in, yeah, in chat. All right, there you go.
1 second. One, Google has it for content on your sites page. We recommend that you remove it until the end browser suggests. Okay. I think this is something you might have to write to support, because this is something that is an external error. So I'm not sure why this is showing this error. Did you upload any kind of image downloaded from social media or Google or some image that was not authorized?
Well, I have got things, yes.
Maybe
But
that's the reason. Maybe some kind of an image has an error that was downloaded.
right, okay. How do I find, do you know how I find out which one it is?
If you click on request review, maybe this gives you a bit of an idea, and write to support at zenler.com. They'll help you probably on the back end, if they can, take a look and help you understand which image is causing this.
Right, okay. Right,
Yeah.
okay, right, okay. Yeah, I have actually. Anyway, but yes. Okay,
Sure.
right, okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. FRI
Can I
saw
ask
your...
one quick question?
Yes, just 1 second. I saw your screenshots. The first one I see all entitled lesson. And I think, does this lesson have anything? Because this shows a icon, which means either it's a text or no lesson has been added here.
There is
So
no
I,
lesson.
yeah.
There's no lesson added, but I was trying to, I was testing it. Regardless of the lesson is there or not, it shouldn't be reaching to the student, right?
So what will happen is the student can see the section. This section of week 1, week 2, week 3, that can be visible to the student, but the course inside it or the lesson of the course will not be visible to the student. And
Then-
here I see that you've set up week 1, week 2. So that means when you drip the content, people will not be able to see the lesson content, what is inside it. I also feel that maybe this would be an admin, test. I have a little bit of a feeling from the looks of it that this can be an admin test as well, because this is the home page. This is the sales page screenshot that you've given me. If it's in dashboard of the student, course access dashboard, it looks a little differently. So I would suggest do a little bit more testing, put the content inside, then try to register as a student and see the whole thing. I think it will not be visible. If you still have problems, then you can write at support@zenler.com.
Yeah, I will add some content in that week 3, 4, 5 somewhere, and I will ask my student to check. Then let me
Right,
check.
correct. And ask them to check the course dashboard, because this is the sales page screenshot where the, like the sales page of the course as to what you're going to get. This is that page. So ask them to check the course access dashboard.
Yeah, but if they're having access to the sales page, they shouldn't be able to see that there as well, right?
Sales page is just to show them that what will they get as a part of the course. You can also remove this section if you don't want them to see this section.
Okay, let me check. Let me try a little more from my end. Okay.
Sure, correct.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, Bryn says we need to make a new sitemap after each. No, the new sitemap is usually after every blog for the ranking. It is not after every funnel and every course.
Oh, for the blogs only.
Yes, correct.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a question. Oh no, I answered my question. Never mind.
Oh wow.
If the course is secret, it can't be found on Google, right?
Yes, correct. That's correct.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you.
Manmeet, if it's okay, I did want to ask more about, you had asked me what I thought the subdomains were. I was wondering if it was possible to do the things that I was just talking about, because that's how I would be using the subdomains in Zenler.
Right.
Is that possible to have my, eventually point my main or have my main custom domain be with you guys, and then each campaign that I build, could it have its own subdomain and marketing funnel from there?
Okay. Right. So what I'll do is I'll, explain the verbiage to you so that whenever you speak to anybody in the team, there's more clarity. So subdomain is usually a domain, extended domain of your main domain. For example, if your main domain is eshatyson.com, so the subdomain could be courses.eshatyson.com, site.eshatyson.com. That's a subdomain of how we see it. So Zenler has
Understood.
3 accounts. When you go to a pro plan, you will get 3 accounts, which can be your main domain, eshatyson.com. Then you can have another account with courses.eshatyson.com. Then you can have another account. So these will be 3 separate accounts with all the features into 3. You can use them separately. And the feature that you're looking at, it is called as a slug. Slug is the sense that, when you have a word or a keyword after the domain, that is slash something. That
Yes.
is possible in any page that you create in Zenler, whether you create a marketing funnel, whether you create a course, whether you create a standalone page, no matter whether you create a webinar page, whether you create any other class page. Any page that you create in Zenler can have that slug. So you can have 100 marketing funnels saying that eshatyson.com, marketing, sales, content, social, however you may want it. Then run traffic on those funnels, and each funnel that has traffic can have a separate keyword. So whoever will register to one type of funnel, that person will get a keyword, and next time you go to your tags, I mean, keyword means tags. Next time you go to tags, you can see that how many people registered in one tag, and if you can target them separately. So all of that is possible.
Well, that's not, and they're unlimited on the slugs. You're teaching me. I love it. Unlimited on the slugs, yes?
Yes, correct.
Awesome. Yeah, see, that's why I like those. And I've been calling them subdomains because they were called that way back in the day. So this is really about me updating my vocabulary. And now subdomains means a whole other thing. So thank you for that. But so it's slugs that I'm a fan of because they're unlimited. It keeps it clean. I love it so much. And I can also tag it, is what I'm learning from you today. Is that right?
Absolutely correct.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to use the heck out of that. That's going to be awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely. Happy to have you as a part of the system.
I'm happy to be here. I'm very grateful. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day. Julia, is there anything else I can answer for you today?
Yes, I haven't found yet the terms and conditions page. I've seen many screens here on the. Oh, you sent it. Oh, that is that the one? No, that's Deborah.
Go to pages. Go to pages and search for the word terms. You will find it.
Pages.
Yeah.
Pages. Okay. Yeah, I went through this, but I don't have any page called terms and conditions. I have cookie policy, legal privacy policy, but I don't have any that's terms and conditions.
You can change privacy policy as well, or you can create a duplicate of privacy policy and make it a terms and condition page.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So then, let me turn on my camera. So then, right now, what's being said in the blog that whenever the student is making a purchase and that automatically is accepting the terms and conditions, what is linking right now? Because there's a people can just click on it, but I don't know what it will show up right now. So if
You can test
duplicate,
it. You can test it right now, and maybe Zenler has given you only a sample for you to look at and how it can look like, and then customize it to yourself.
Okay, and where do I get that?
Okay, can you send me a screenshot of where you are able to see the terms and condition?
Sure.
Manmeet, thank you. I'm leaving, and that's right.
Yes.
You're
All
right.
right. Thank you, FR. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Did you find the page, Julia?
But it's terms of use or privacy policy, or can I add a third one or not?
Yes, absolutely. You can. You can create a copy and you can add a third page.
Yeah, but the third page, how is gonna come out automatically in that checkout page? That's what
You can always go and change the link of that page. Wherever that form is, you can change the link in that page. Did you send me the screenshot of where you're trying to change it?
Yeah. You have it there.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, this is a dynamic block, right?
Exactly. Yeah, because it's
I
dynamic.
think
There's
in
no
a
much I can do.
yeah, in a dynamic block, you can't edit the block as far as I know. So you can change the content of the terms of use as terms of conditions. And if anybody clicks on terms of use, they will actually go to the terms of use page right now that you're able to see in Zenler.
Okay, so then I will have to go to the current terms of use page and add what I would like people to go through.
Correct.
Okay, and that automatically will come up. Got it.
Correct.
And easy to do.
Thank you.
Thank you. And well, I do have other two questions, but they are not urgent. So if anyone has something more urgent, I'm happy to go.
Okay, I see your question, Bryn. I think you can check this only by checking your domain and the records that are added to the domain. You can search for the term DMRC in your records and you will be able to see if the DMRC has been added or not. Yeah. Hi, Natasha. How can I help you?
Hi, so I've got a subdomain and I was just thinking, how do I sell my courses from my main website that are located on my subdomain? Or do I have to put everything on one site so that there's upsells and downsells and what have you? Do I have to keep it all on in one space?
See, if you want automatic upsales to happen and if you want to use the feature of Zenler for upsale, then they need to be in one account. If you
Right.
want to upsell using design and content, what I mean to say is you have a section where it mentions what the upsell is about. Then there is a button which has the link of the upsell. Then you can have different sites and then you can link however you want to. But if you want to use the feature of upsell, then it needs to be under the same account.
Right. So what are the advantages of splitting it out to where you've got your main website and all the learning information on one site? What's the advantage of that? Or the disadvantages? Anyway, are there any?
I wouldn't see any disadvantage as such to keep it under one site. But if you segregate it, then it creates a little more hassle to check that which person has signed up in that course or not, which person signed up in course A, which person signed up in course B, and you have to constantly map it. But if it's
Right.
all under the same account, you can just open the profile of the person and see how many courses are they in. So I think having it at one place makes it easier for you.
Right. Okay. That's fine. Thank you. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Yes, Julia.
Guess what? I don't see the page terms of use on the list.
Oh, how is that possible? One
Yeah,
second.
exactly. I don't know. I have
But you were able to see the page.
cookie policy, legal login, privacy policy, or code, but I don't have terms of use.
1 second, let me check. Did you search for the word terms?
On that page?
So if you go to, let me just share my screen. I'm on the tutorial
Okay,
site at the moment.
let me do that.
I'm at the tutorial site at the moment. If you
No
will,
pages to show.
I have gone on site, then
Uh-huh.
I have gone on pages. I have searched for the word term. Now there are 2-3 things. If you have changed language in your account, then there is a possibility that with the terms you're not able to see the right page. Second, there is a possibility that you might have deleted in the past and you don't remember it. Third, you might have actually changed the slug of the page. And again, there's a chance that you don't remember it. Any of this issue could cause you not to search this page.
Right. The the language is not an issue because I am in the English side of my platform. So that's the language that's not the problem. What it could be, the issue is that maybe I deleted it in the past.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the only thing because I edited the other parts, the cookies policy and all because it's at the bottom, in the
So now
footer.
what you can do is, you can first preview that section where it says terms of use. Preview and try to click what page is opening up. If it goes to a 404 page, which means you have deleted it.
Okay, I will try that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, Julia, tell me.
How can I change the URL or the link of the page? I don't see where because I duplicate another page, the privacy policy or the terms of another
I'll tell
page.
you.
So I don't know how to change that.
I'll tell you. Give me 1 second. Go to the settings of the page. Do you see a settings icon?
Settings of the page.
Open all pages and there is a site setting icon on the page. Do you see that?
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that is where you can change it.
Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you. So easy.
All right.
Hello, so you're there.
Yes, I am. Absolutely. Tell me.
Lovely to see you.
Yes, same here.
There's an echo when I speak.
Is it probably because of your headphones?
I'll try to. Okay, so I'll try this way. Wait a second. I'll try this way. Are you broadcasting on Facebook at the same time?
Yes, it is. You'll have to close your Facebook.
Okay, now it's much better. So,
Yes.
okay, so I want to start, I want to learn more about the email system within Zenler. I want to know, how do I make all the students and all the leads come up to my newsletter mailing list?
Okay, understood.
That's my question.
What I'll do is I'll share a resource with you. Do you want to know how do you get registrations, or do you want to know how do you send emails to people who register?
I know how to send emails out, but I don't know how I get, for example, when somebody signs up for a newsletter from my webpage, where do they go? Do they automatically go to my newsletter list, or where do they go? That's what I don't understand.
Okay, understood. So what happens is when anybody registers for your marketing funnel, they go to your overall contacts in Zenler. There is a space where it says contacts. So they're added to your overall contacts in Zenler.
Okay, but the marketing funnel, where do I find that?
If you open your Zenler dashboard, it's on the top menu.
Okay, see, I've been trying to find information about this in the tutorials, but I can't find it.
Okay, so what I'll do is, Agnita, we've recently done a workshop, which is the latest workshop, which is a tour of Zenler to understand how Zenler functions. I will send that workshop playlist to you. If you watch that playlist, it'll help you to learn all the aspects of Zenler from the registration to anything that you would want. I'll just share that with you.
But I would like to have, this is the only thing I don't understand. So, and I don't have the time to look through all the different videos. Isn't there a
These are
specific?
just 6 videos. You would have to watch the videos because this is a very broad question as to how do you get the registrations, where do you send the emails from, where is the data stored. You would at least have to go through the videos to understand the system. If it would have been a simple question, I would have showed it on the screen. You asked that where do the details get stored, how do you send the emails? All of that is a little more wide.
Okay.
These are just what I can suggest is you can watch 2 videos. You can watch live number 9 and you can watch pages, which is live number 3. Only 2 videos, live number 9 and live number 3. That'll answer your questions.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the tour of Zenler workshop. It's really good to see you all here.
Oh, my computer is living
No
a life by itself. So can you please tell me again, live number
3 and live number 9.
and 9? And where do I find these lives?
I just sent you the link on the chat and it has an entire playlist of all the lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll do that then. Thank you.
Yes, it'll just take you a little while to watch the videos.
Yeah, yeah. Which I don't have. But thank you anyway. I hear you. I hear you.
Yes, just put in a little bit of time so that it becomes easier. Otherwise, you'll have tons of questions and it'll become difficult for you when I'm not there and you still need answers to the questions.
Here, here. Okay. Goodbye
All
and
right.
thank you as always.
All right. Any other question, Julia, that I can answer for you?
Yes, I do have a question that I have been having for a very long time. And it is when you set up the price for your course on the sales page as a number, whatever the amount, $100 or whatever, and you are offering a discount at the moment, like before it was $100 and now is $50, and then you have the splash and then the new price.
Correct.
How do we do that?
Go to the pricing section of the page and then it gives you an option to write the price and the discounted price.
Where? Say again.
1 second, I'll show it to you. Okay, so what you would have to do is, once you set up the normal pricing, you would have to add a coupon code to it. Once you add the coupon code to the system, that coupon code link can be, okay, what I'll do is I'll find a tutorial for you because just saying would not help you. And I do not have a site right now in front of me which has a payment gateway connected. 1 second.
I show you what I have right now, which is beautifully designed, but I don't know how to do it on from a graphic design perspective.
Oh, here. I think you can do it very easily here by using a text element strike off. So
Where
once
is
you
that? I didn't say it.
Okay, 1 second, let me test it. I'm unable to find that option right now, Julia, but I know it's there. Give me a little bit of time. I'll spend time on it and find out. And if I'm not able to do right now, I'll definitely put it to you over the email or write to support@zenler.com and they'll help you as well. I'll have to do a little bit of figuring out to see where did I use that option because it's a while that I used that option.
Oh, I see. Maybe that's why it was so hard for me to find it.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's not urgent because, you know, I have a few months to keep on working on it after
Right.
before I launch it, and the sales page is not even live, so it's fine. And there is something else that I would like to ask, and that's related to the use of Zapier. I searched for tutorials, Zenler tutorials, but I didn't really find anything on how to link, you know, when I get leads on Zenler for an online course or when they sign up on a waiting list or whatever, how to transfer those details to my Flowdesk account. I have Zapier, I have the payment platform of Zapier, but I have no idea how to use it. Previously, it was a programmer who did it for me, but I want to learn myself how to do it.
Okay, so I'll do 2-3 things. One, what I have done is I've shared a recent training that we did in David Zenler for Pabbly, not really for Zapier, but we did it for Pabbly. It's the same tool. Second, what I would recommend is if you want to learn how to use Zapier, you should contact their support or their, educational support to help you out on how to use the tool. And what I'll also do is there is a few tutorials that we have on Zapier. I'll send that as well if those help you. They might not answer the same exact question that you're looking for, but at the same time, they'll give you a bit of the insight into the tool. So I've shared 2 YouTube videos with you.
Okay, because there is no perspective on linking Zenler with Flowdesk anytime soon, right?
I don't know. That's an answer that tech can answer.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Julia. All right. We have had quite a regular session for the first 1.5 hours, and I see that the room was quiet and we are closer to 6 p.m. UK time. And since we have answered all the questions today, I'll try to wrap up the session and remind everyone who's watching the replay, watching us on YouTube, or watching us on the live stream, we have this session every Thursday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. UK time. I will see you next week with newer questions and happy to solve all your doubts. I'll see you next week. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you, Manmeet. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Asha. Happy to have you on this session.
Thank you. So glad to be here. Have a great week.
Same to you.